It's not really the same because Jesus is the sun, but we was never worshiping the sun. We was always worshiping directly the Most High. Tata Nzambe Mpungu Tulendo, the Yah, the Almighty, that gives us power. Okay. We never worship the sun.
Wait. I have to wait a minute. Just bear witness to me, you know.
Yes.
I just have to wanted to get something to read from it for you.
Okay. We never worship the sun.
Mm-hmm. I'm not saying that I worship the sun. I don't worship the sun. Do you think I worship the sun?
No. And internally, beloved, know that there are carnal bodies and spiritual bodies. Corinthians 15 and 44. What about Yesaiah or Yesu? Yeah? Did he have a spiritual body after his resurrection? Yes. A black body. 100% Bantu. His resurrection to prove that he was keeping the same appearance since he was seen, recognized. John 20:25. Did he have a spiritual body? Yes, we can read it in Luke 24:39. To prove finally,
from the website you sent me, right?
Yes. To prove finally the spiritual body, color, and have a race. So this is the thing that's why I sent it to you. Somebody names called Kimbangu. Kimbangu.
What was it again? That king. That's what I want to know.
What king? Which king?
That issue.
Yes.
What year was it?
There's not something like a year.
Okay. Okay. Well, he was the king of Congo, right?
He was not the king of Congo. He is the story. This is a story, yeah, that he was there and the king of Congo. Yes, like how can I say? King. He say king of Congo because of Solomon. Okay, Solomon was the king of Congo, but we say king of Congo because he was living. He's one of us. King of Congo, like he's the king of the Israelites.
Okay, but I need to understand.
Yeah, he's the king of the Israelites. You know, that's why king of Congo. It's like he say himself he's king of Judah, and Judah is Congo. You know.
Before 70 AD.
Yeah, everything before 17 AD. Nothing happened in the 1780s. It's too late.
Okay, between 0 and 70 AD.
Our histories and stuff starts before even the colonizers come. I don't know what wait, I have some dates. Where can I find some dates? Let me check this one. When we did arrived in the Congo places. Let me check.
I don't understand what you're saying. I get you now, slowly.
Wait. Yes, real history. Wait. The true. No. Wait 1 second. I will give you another site. It's on my website also. I will send it to you now. Are you there?
Mm-hmm.
So watch this. Oh, this is the same thing that I sent it to her.
Yeah.
No, not this. I want to send you another thing.
Not this. Also, you sent a new one.
Yeah. I want to send you a new one. Wait Wait a second. It's also from my blogs. Wait a second. I want to show you what reincarnation is.
Understand reincarnation. I
Yeah.
just want to.
I want only to show you what reincarnation is. That if you start worshiping Christ, that the deaf Christ, that he was long time and nobody knows about him. You don't know Christ. Christ is always here. Why? It's like I cannot. Brother, I am a human. But if someone tell me and he can prove to me that the Most High is inside them, and he say he have the Christ, the power of Christ, and Christ sendeth him all this thing. The Most High sendeth him. I have to believe because I know how the Most High sendeth me. If the time Isaiah comes up, how could people believe him? But he had the power of Christ. He was Christ. The power of Jeremiah. The power of Ezekiel. That's why they call them, those people, the Son of Man. Son of Man, write down what me and the Most High telling you. Ezekiel was going to other universes. He could see things that Christ never saw. So this is the problem that we have. That's why he was saying, Christ himself, the people that will come after me, they will do more than me. They will see more than me. Because he is not the all-powerful. He is only one of more Christs. Now, did I send you that? I sent you that now. I have it here. Only to show you that it is not easy, yeah, to explain people who Christ is. Because if you start those things, they can be fallen into a trap. Always, if you say Jesus, Jesus, they're thinking of a Jesus that does not exist. Now, enter this website here. Now, by 722 BC, the northern kingdom of Israel was conquered by Assyrian. And all the 10 tribes Israel were taken to captivity, but others escaped. Most of them came to Africa. 2 Kings 17. Only Judah, Benjamin, and the southern kingdoms remained. Judah also sinned. Yeah, thank you. Was captured together with Benjamin by Babylonian 580 BC. 2 King 24 and la la la. This is now this history that Christ. They say now that Christ came from the Middle East, but here, we should not forget that the 10 tribes ran away years back and have already settled and moving to new places in Africa. Two notable ones among the 10 tribes are Dan, Gad, and Asher. Judah was in captivity for 70 years according to Jeremiah 25, 11 to 13, then came back to bring forth Messiah Jesus Christ. Another Christ.
Okay.
So, we are going now go down. Here you can see the mixture of the Israelites and the Canaanites. Like, to show you that the Israelites and the Canaanites are like today one person. Then we go to Bantu migration. Very important. When Bantus came to Africa, they controlled West Central, East Africa, Southern Africa. They took all forests to pygmies to avoid the spreading of Islam. Those from the west joined Bantungala in the forest to shield against Muslims. And they called themselves Bakongolo. In democratic Bantu also called themselves Yahudi. This is the real name. Yehudi, Yehud Amaru, meaning Judah. That's why I told you that Congo is Judah, which is the same capital of Cameroon today, Yaoundé. Congo, Cameroon, Angola, all these areas, still to the mid of Africa, all this is Congo. I will find you some maps soon. Most of the tribes in Zambian and Southern Africa can trace their roots from West and East Africa. Most of the tribes keep the Samba, Shabbat, which is still being practiced in Brazil and Cuba, our people. Like today, even the Afro-Americans do keep in the Shabbat, our people also. Others have kept the circumcision of males among African tribes. Others lost the tradition. Now, most of them were killed if they kept Shabbat. Bantus, we had Belgium, we had Muslims, we had Portuguese, we had the so-called Ashkenazim. All the stories that is written in the Maccabees, all the things that happens in the Maccabees happened to us. All the things, again, that happens in the histories of the Maccabees, even the name of our prophets is written in the books of the Maccabees. It's happened to us. Again, most of them were killed if they kept the Shabbat. Bantus were also given the title by the Muslim as the people of the book. This is because the Arabs started trading in slaves 1,000 years before the European slave trade. Even the Arabs say to us that we are the people of the book because the Arabs never had a book before. That's why they say these people are the people of the book. The people that the book is inside their hearts. Hence, informed the Portuguese about the people of the book, a people cursed, this is the truth, by God and predestined as slaves. The Muslims also called the Western Sudan Yahudi, which means the lost tribe of Israel. These Hebrews were also led captive into many African nations by many indigenous tribes on the west and east coast of Africa. Some were sold on the basis of losing in war. Tribesmen should sell Hebrews directly to Europeans and Muslims. The word Congolo, Asian Kungelo, is derived from two Hebrew words. In the case we have Kun, means establish, and Gelo or Angolo, means exile. Today it is called Congo. Baitu, Bantu, slaves comes from the following places along the Atlantic and Indian Oceans. Baitu, this is are the tribes where Isaac married into. Go and take a woman from your uncle, from Baitu, the Baitus, the Bantus, from your uncle, the Bantus. So, if you are not one of those people, like Democratic Republic of Congo, Angola, 39.4% of slaves came out from there. Southeast Africa, Mozambique, and Madagascar, 4.7%. Now, you people, Nigeria, Delta, Cameroon, Equatorial Guinea, and Gabon, Bantu slaves, only 14.6%. It's like I say, the most people came from Congo, and the heart of Israel is the Congo, and the king of Israel is the Congo. And Gold Coast, Ghana, and Ivory Coast, 10.4. Liberia, Ivory Coast, 1.8. And some of them were even Hamites. We know that. So if we read those things like down here, we have, wait 1 second. I want to show you something. So, prophecies on Israelites of Africa. Zephaniah 3 and 10. Israelite tribesmen have been situated in the heart of Africa for a long time in history. Ethiopia is mentioned from the beginning of the Bible. In Genesis, we cannot say there were no Israelites living there. And Ethiopia means not always Ethiopia like Cush. This is another fact. But here we have Egypt, Libya, Sudan. They migrated to west and south into the heart of Africa. This includes the whole Central and Southern Africa. Some passing through the Nilotic corridor in East Africa reach as far as South Africa. We should remember that Nilotic people are called nomads because they don't stay in one place because of pasture for grazing animals and farming. Others pass through the Niger-Congo. Like I told you, this is the real language, Niger-Congo language to West Africa, or Niger-Congo area, yeah, the North African area. We could not stay there because the enemies were there. They was around us. That's why I say that those people that live in those areas today, most of them are unbrauchbar. They were also running away from persecution. Like Prophet Simeon said, the time is coming when Yah will remember his worshippers, the daughters of his dispersed ones from beyond the rivers of Ethiopia. These dispersed Israel shall offer an offering of Yah. They will no longer be ashamed for any of their deities, in which they transgressed against Lord. If we read verse 20, Yah says that after he brings these Hebrew blacks, he will give them fame and praise among all the people or nations in the earth. When I return you captives before your eyes, says the Lord. So you have the Hebrews today everywhere in the world say, yeah, we are Hebrews, but they have no verse. Only that, yeah, there will comes out of the four corners of the earth. But we have more than 5 or 6 verses that shows you where they live today, where they are. It's in Africa in the midst, not the north, in the mid. And this is the Bible. The Bible never tells you, yeah, Jesus was from Congo or something like that. But he directly tell you where those people always were. That's why, if we talk about Christ, we have to know about this guy right here.
Okay.
The name is Simon Kimbangu.
Okay.
I give you now another guy. Only to show you step by step why it is better for me to worship one of my people that I know he did something for my people and he died for my people and he was sent, yeah, then to worship Christ. Point.
Okay.
But I never did it. I always worship directly the Most High. Why? I want to show you, I want to send you this thing here. You can say something, yes.
I think I know the misunderstanding we have. We probably almost say the same thing. I'll explain to you, okay? You hear me?
I'm here, bro.
Okay. Okay, now I understand what's going on. You are
Yes, I am an Israelite, brother.
Of course you're an Israelite. That's not the thing.
I am in Gunza. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I am in Gunza, you know, I am a seer.
Listen to me.
I am not blind, you know, like the most of our people.
Please listen to me.
Yes.
Okay? I understand what you're saying. Let us say we both agree the Jesus that they presented, you know, I'm talking about first the image and the rituals that they made, okay? Understand?
Mm-hmm.
In the translation, it's not the Jesus that
even the baptism, brother, the baptism, the rituals, everything like you say. Yes.
Just say yes or no, please.
Yes, yes, everything, yes.
Now repeat again.
Again, brother.
Let's put yes or no so that I can organize.
Yes, 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 brother.
Jesus, because that's what I believe too.
Yeah.
That's what we both agree, that the Jesus that the white people presented with the translation of the original text, okay, with the image and the rituals, okay, is not the Jesus that we believe.
No, he is not.
He's not, yes. So you agree with me, yes?
Yes, I do.
Good. Good. Now, understand. Now we have to understand what I want to bring you to my understanding, okay?
Mm-hmm.
We agree both that the Yoruba, okay, and your Congo, the name for Jesus is Ishu, right?
Yes.
Okay, that's good. Good. Now we know that the Aramaic New Testament, the name of Jesus in there is Ishu,
Mm-hmm.
okay, not Jesus
No.
or Isos. The Greek came from Ishu Os, Isos. They didn't have the shit, so they say Isos. You understand what I'm saying? You agree, right?
Yes, I do.
Good. Okay. Then we both agree that the issue, okay, was there as a spirit before the physical issue. You agree?
I agree that he is a spirit. Yes.
No, I'm talking about he was there before.
He was there and he is a spirit. Yes.
Yeah, spiritual issue, I'm saying.
Yes.
Okay. Now, the problem, now we both Yoruba and Congo have issue inside. Yes?
Yes.
Good. Now, this is the thing. I understand what the problem is because I know now what is going on. I'm going to explain to you, okay?
Mm-hmm.
The concept of reincarnation is true. Okay? You understand what I'm saying?
I'm listening.
That you are issue or I'm issue. It's true. As a form of reincarnation. But we have to go back, okay, where it comes from. Okay? You understand what I'm saying? You have to understand that in the language of Hebrew, there are two concepts of languages that we speak Hebrew. Okay? You hear me?
I'm here, bro.
So, in the metaphysical language of the Hebrew, okay, um, there are what we call the orishas. You hear what I'm saying? Hello?
I'm here, brother. You can go on.
The orishas form together what we call the Odu. Okay? And it is always known in Ifa that Ishu was a spirit, okay, to save us. Now, this is the point. In the tradition, because that tradition was taken out of the Bible, okay, it's like this that people who were on issue are born. For example, we have someone called today Chief Eshuleke. Okay? Okay? His name is Eshu because Eshu is just a title. And it's given to someone whose energy is reincarnated in the person.
You coming near.
You understand what I'm saying?
You are coming near. It's good. It's good.
Because according to Ifa tradition, some people are Shango. They have different names. Like, for example, you can be Shango John, Shango James. You get what I'm saying? The energy is reincarnated. Some are Ishu James, Ishu John, Ishu Philip. You get what I'm saying? The energies are reincarnated. Some are Yemoya, Mary, Yamoya, Susie. The energy is reincarnated. So when you have the issue, you are having a set of rituals for issue. When you have Shango, there's a set of rituals for Shango. Now, they are based in color fractures and color orientations. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
You understand?
Like we read before.
Yeah, that is what I know in Ifa, okay? That's what I study, you know? Only I didn't know from what point you're coming from. Now I think I understand the point. Now, many people in Yoruba land, their name is Ishu today. Because they're of Ishu family and priesthood. You understand? And it means you get the title Ishu, Shango, or Shozi, or those titles, you know, Ogun, you know. You get those titles because you're in reincarnation of that particular energy, which is an emanation of the Creator's force. You understand? You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So, now that guy in Congo, you're saying, you know, he was called Ishu. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
Is Ishu. Okay. Some people were called Urumala. You get what I'm saying? Because he or she is in that state of energy of Urumala. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
So it's not that when I call you issue, you are issue. No, you contain the issue energy. You understand? You contain the issue energy. That is the theology of Ifa. Because Ifa is a complete system which is organized and it's not forged. It's complete. You understand what I'm saying? So you become that energy and you are caught with that title. Now, when you look at slavery, okay? You hear me?
I'm here, bro.
There was a group of someone who was called Yahweh, was taken as slave, or Yahweh or Yahweh. You see those names as slave, because people who are of Yahweh or Yahweh are called according to the title of the energy he contains. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
Now, Yahweh ben Yahweh in America called himself Yahweh because he believed Yahweh would be born on this earth. You understand what I'm saying? That's according to the thing. Now, what I'm trying to say is, but now we have to make a different line, a little differentiate. The Ifa explains you contain the energy, so you get the title. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
There's a difference that you are the issue, as if you contain the energy issue. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
There's a difference. That means you contain the energy issue or you are issue. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Now, this is the title they give. Now, the thing is this. Issue had a certain colors acceptable to him in rituals. You understand what I'm saying? Certain things or that represents issue. Now, the problem is this: the issue in the New Testament, okay, you hear me?
I'm here, bro.
is the manifested issue. That means doesn't contain issue. He is the issue. Because when he died, you get what I'm saying? That priesthood of issue is still in the people as energy. You understand? You understand what I'm saying?
I'm listening, brother. You're making a long history, but I'm listening.
I have to, because we have to be detailed. I have to understand. I have to tell you what I understand. You get what I'm saying? Passionate with it so that we can understand each other better. So the issue now, the problem is the rituals and the translation of the New Testament, okay, on the way they present that Jesus, okay. That's the problem we're having, actually. The way you approach issue, how do you approach issue, is found in the old traditions, okay, of the Old Testament. You understand what I'm saying? Hello?
I'm here, brother. I'm here. I'm
No.
listening. You're making a long story. A long story, brother. But I'm listening. I know what you want to say, but you can go on. I'm listening. I have time, bro.
The Inganga, what you say, is a priesthood, right? And Shiona is from Zia. What I understand by this, when I was researching, I was talking about the Palo Inganga. That means I'm talking about the past. Because in the original service, there was a spirit part or spirit box. Like the ark is a spirit box, right? It's not, you worship the empty space, which is the presence of the Creator's energy. Understand? So the Inganga part is just a energy. You understand what I'm saying? Which in the Bible, which were pots, the head pots in the temple in the ancient Hebrew, you can find it. It was the part of the energy of the thing. So what I found out is that in the Yoruba tradition, we also use something like Inganga as pot, but there are some that use idols. You understand what I'm saying? But the one with the pot is the right one. Not the one with the thing. Now the problem is the way to prepare in Inganga and Mayamona involves a dead body. But I discovered myself that there's another way without doing it with a dead body. A clean way. Without going to the grave and killing a thing, there's another way of doing it. Which is using purely herbs to attract energy into the empty space. That's all. To purely worship the energy of the Creator and one of the energy isolated. You understand what I'm saying? That is what I understand. So that's what I understood. On that why I was looking at that tradition of Inganga that time, how they do that, just to make some research. Now what I want to know from you is, do you agree with all I said just now?
So the most things that you said is really is correct. It's like how can I say? Yeah, it's like they are more the spirit of Christ or the spirit of some particular people. They came. It will gives. It's like if you have Schumacher. The Schumacher later he becomes. If Schumacher is dead, he was making shoes. It can be that later in his generations, another guy will come and we're making shoes also, and the name could be the same, but it's not him. Yeah. This means he could have He can have the same power,
Yeah.
the same gift,
Yes.
but it's not him.
Yes.
But what I say is,
It's just it contains the energy of
yeah.
that entity.
But what I say is the history of Christ, yeah, in the Bible, is not correct. Yeah, the history is not correct. This is the thing what I say.
Okay. But do you agree to what Allah said?
Yes, because if you have a fake history there with Romans and this happened to Jews, and then as you have Pharisees, who are Pharisees, man? Sadducees and Pharisees. No way, bro. No way.
No, we didn't have Sadducees and Pharisees. This was
So,
secondary but Edomite.
yeah. You have a lot of bunch of things, and yeah, we have someone. We had someone that he came. Yeah, he was fighting against the same people we're fighting today, and yeah, we will get the revelation who he is truly. I can take Suma Bible, then we will see something, because um, excuse me,
I hear you.
because even the Bible tells us that we are not worshiping the true Christ. Okay,
Where does it say in the Bible we're not worshiping the true Christ?
it's the Bible is telling us indirect, that we are not worshiping the true Christ because we had not the real revelation of Christ. If we would have today the real revelation who he is, who he was, and he who will be, brother, you will worship today to Christ, and no one of your people of your seed will be in captivity, because it's the power behind worshiping. If you know the real worship is like, wait a second, worshiping is like saying to Yah, I want something, or you are calling angel, you're calling forefathers, you're calling powers. If you say, how this Satanist people do, they take they are all of them like 5 or 6 7 persons in one place. They start to worship to Satan. They have their instruments, they have their music, they have their drugs, they have the rituals, like they drinking alcohol, they're dancing around on fire, they have their puppets there. Okay, they have a lot of instruments I don't want to tell you, yeah, because you will not understand. And then you have their mediums, you have singers, you have you have people that have no faces and play, brother. So why, if those people worship, they getting answers, and first, not only answers, they getting the things they want. They can even take things from the dark and take it into this world. Okay? But I tell you, my people worship 400 years long to Jesus, Jesus, Christ, and he's not helping. Boom,
Let me ask you something.
boom. Now I want to explain you, because you had a lot of time. You had a lot of time to speak. Now I want to explain you, yeah, why is where the problem is. I want to explain you where the problem is. That's why only to we're going to read. I want to show you someone. Let me find him first. Then I will send you No, let me send it to you. The picture. So then you can read, and I will send you another picture. First read this one here. Then you can see something. Maybe you will learn something new. Can you start reading?
You read it.
Wait 1 second. Now, this African man brought himself back to life after his body was chopped to pieces. Now, you can see they show the white Jesus on the left, right? The facts. An obscure Nexus article from 2001 provides stunning details about Black Jesus Simeon Toko, including having his heart cut off, stopping a plane in mid-air, and recomposing his body after it had been chopped to pieces by Sauer. Can we suspend our disbeliefs for a moment and consider these miraculous stories possible? If so, how does this impact our perception of reality? Brother, I want to tell you something about the so-called Africans. Again, Israel is in Africa. I prove it to you now 1,000 times. I show you the stone buildings. I show you the spirituality, yeah, they had before Christianity. I show you all those things. I show you really today. I show you all those things. And later on my YouTube pages, people maybe they can see it. Now, the thing is, after taking Christ as our Savior, all of my people went into slavery, and all of the people from the North Africa went into slavery, because the Congo is the heart of the world. If you go to the map, the normal map from the world, you will see the heart of the world is the Congo. The equator, the mid of the world is the Congo. There is the area. This is the beginning of the world. The zero, the point zero, the ground zero. Under it, under the Congo, you will see the hell, brother. Yeah? Under it, down of it. Okay? Now, the thing is, you worship Jesus on the left side. Even if he's black, even if he's white. I say, I don't worship Jesus. Because the story of Jesus is fake. It's the story of a sun god. Even if he's black, even if he's white. I know, I told you, we already read a lot of stories of the prophets that came out of Africa. And I showed you one step by another that all of the prophets come from the same places. I never heard from a prophet from Cameroon. I never heard from a prophet from in America. I never heard it. But you can see this is white people, our enemy, writing about a guy was doing miracles, had 12 disciples, was stopping planes, that he was killed, and he's not the only one. He's not the only one. And he never said to himself he's Christ. Still he died. You know how this man dies? After the Caribbeans. You know what the Caribbean is? White people left Africa because they saw the Caribbeans. This man was doing miracles. Jesus, even if he's a black Jesus that the most people in America worshiping today, never did before. He was doing more for Africa than the Jesus that you are worshiping to. Okay, this man here is doing more things. Yeah, he did more things. Still today he's working. He's spirit. Yeah, you can worship him today. You can say Simon Toko is his name. Come, and there was Michael Massa, yeah, the revelator. He told me that you are a spirit. Come and tell me if you are really a spirit and you can help people. He will come. He will help you faster than every Jesus that you was worshiping before. How can that be? How can that be that a man that was alive, that people don't know the name? We have him. We have Simon Kimbangu. We have Mbutampadi. We have Kimpavita. These people was fighting the white people as crazy. No one could stop those people. Christ, no one knows if he really was there. No one of the Africans have stories about him, like he was crucified, like he was like that he was fighting against Romans, that he had 12 disciples. Where are those facts? Where are these things? Like I showed you, we always, every prophet, never, if a prophet comes, he never will tell you, I saw Christ. All of them will tell you it was Yah the Almighty. Even Moshe, all of them, it was always Yah the Almighty was revealing to them that they are prophets. No one of them. If you show me one of the prophets in the Bible, they say, yes, okay, it was, we have John the Revelator. He said Christ was there. John the Revelator said Christ was there. I saw Christ, he was la 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 la. So it's this, for me, it can be the same Christ like Paul told us.
No. The Paul of Tarsus and the one of Revelation are two different Jesus.
Yes, this is the other point that we had the last time. That Paul of Tarsus showed us because his mission, again, was to tell to showing the people of Israel, the black Israelites, a false Christ. What means for me, it means not that he was a liar. Because for me, it was a part of his mission.
But he is a liar.
Like I say, for me, it was a part of his mission. To showing us, to bringing us still today to confusion because our people was doing things that the Most High never wanted. Now, let's go first to this guy here. I want only to show this guy first. Are you there? This is a continuation of the article Obscure Nexus article reveals stunning corruption for the Black Jesus story, which I believe provides exceptional context for this story and should be read first if you haven't already. Now, as I had mentioned in the previous article above, a back issue of a Nexus article from 2001 provided excellent corruption and stunning new details the elect Black Jesus that I wrote about in earlier article. The incredible story of a Black Jesus from the 1960s. Now, where I retold a top secret that David Wilcock had received from one of these insiders. The story of this tribe an African man who was able to come back to life after having been killed in grisly, horrid ways. Here is an example of this, what you will find on this excerpt below. Now, one of the Portuguese farmers showed up and hailed Simon Toco. Yeah, hey Simon, you see that tractor over there? There are weeds clogging the soil. Go clean them. Submissively. The docile prisoner crawled under the engine to fix it. When he was under the engine, the foreman sitting in the driver's seat started it up, which automatically activated the rotating blades of the seat saw. Simon Toko's body was instantly severed in several pieces. Terrified, currently stood frozen to stop to spot watching. The foreman shifted into reverse to back up and check the damage. And second foreman, who was in the service that day, flashed it as victory sign, indicating that they had seduced them. Then the unbelievable happened before Kanhandi and two Portuguese accomplices. The body of Simon Toko recomposed itself. Simon Toko stood up. Kanhandi could not believe his eyes. So I will not go too far. They took the heart from him out. They took his heart from him out. Yeah, they took his heart out. They took him again, his heart. The white people took his heart out. He wake up and tell them, please give me my heart back. You know why they took the heart? The heart is the power of Christ. Again, the heart is the power of Christ. All of these people, do you see in the Bible? You see those people that we see, Isaiah, Jeremiah, everybody had this heart. It was the heart of Christ that was inside them. Christ is not one man. Never he was one man. And if you worship Christ as one man, you are lost. Because you have to know we have a story. We have a story that we have to bring out. Even in our even the times we were slaves, Christ was there doing his job. Why should I worship one Christ if I know Christ are many? Why should even I give all my praises and all my power to one Christ if he say all that will come after me, they will do more than me. They are greater than me. They are bigger than me. They will see more than me. This is one Christ. Let me show you the other one. He stopped planes. He took the Caribbean down to Congo, to Angola, to Cameroon. He was fighting even the Pope. Let me show you one picture. Even the Pope said himself that he is Christ. Let me go to my other Facebook pages. Then you will see the Pope himself. Yeah, the Pope himself say this man is Christ. The Pope has to come from Rome down to Angola to say, who are you? Then he say, I am that I am. He had 12 disciples. He had hair like wool. That guy here, this Simon Toko, had hair like wool, red eyes, brother. And he did more than the Christ that you believe in. And still today, this Simeon Toko, this Simeon Toko is the Holy Spirit. Is one of spirits. You can worship him. Let me see that here. Simeon Simon Toko. Now let's check if I'm right with the hairs and all those things. Now you have in here
picture Simon Toko.
Yeah.
Is the two picture? The one with
the white hair is like wool, sitting on the today he have churches, temples.
Stop.
Today
he has like a white clothes, a woolly hair and a beard, and a green overcloth.
He don't have beards. He don't have beard.
The one I see has beard.
No.
Which one is that?
Today some people build churches.
Toko, yeah.
Today some people build churches after his death. Yeah. So.
Which one is it?
Wait, let me send you a picture, a good one, because you can see today some of his followers. Today he is everywhere. You can see one of his followers is everywhere. But it's not him. Let me find a good photo of him. Good. Let me send it to you. fast. Wait a second. I send it to you now. So, yeah, only to show you. This is the first guy that I want to show you. The next story is coming soon. Now, only to show you, yeah, that everything that we was reading before and we talked about before is true. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, let me show you. Let me find also the statement of the Pope. The statement that the Pope gave us, that he is Christ. Yeah. Only this statement also. Wait. Let me check.
Okay. I see now. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. This is him. White hairs like wool, red eyes, black like bronze, normal.
Is this their life today or?
No, he's brother. I told you we are worshiping what we worship directly to the Most High, and this people comes if you have a woman, she's strong and she's awakened, brother. You know the Most High will give her a gift, yeah. And if you start singing and worshiping, what will happen? The Most High will send angels or messengers like this guy right there. He will come and give you a message. He will help. He will tell you this and this is right and this is false. And this Simon Toko is spirit today, like Kimbangu, like Isaiah, like Christ. But Christ, I never saw Christ. I always see those people. But Christ, I never saw him. I never heard from him. Our ancestors, every prophet accept him. Every prophet accept him. Every prophet say, yeah, there should be, you know what the prophets say? There should be a Christ. Because the white man come and say, yeah, there was a Christ. And everybody of us was shocked. Again, to the history. Everybody of us was shocked. It was like, huh? Who? Because we had everything there. I showed you before, we had everything. We read everything. We had houses. We had everything. So after that, let me send you now my other Facebook page so that you are with me, that you can see, you will see him again.
You said the Most High never said his issue, right? In the Old Testament.
No.
He never said his issue.
Brother, this is not the thing that I say, brother. I say we, as the Bantu people, never worshipped Ishu. Never. Okay? Because we was directly intact, in order with the Most High. The first time we heard about Christ, it was from the white man. And after taking Christ as our Savior, still we do today, we become pagans. And we have reading it in the other movies that in the other times that we was speaking of. Now, watch this. We are going now. Did you see now we are going to show you this guy again. Here's the Pope. Yeah. Here's the Pope. Okay, maybe we go to the translation. Okay, the translation here is in German. In May 1980, Pope John Paul II, yeah, he came to Congo, yeah, and Pope. I sent it to you a link, and
Facebook, right?
Yeah, and down there you will see the Pope.
Where down or?
No. After this conversation that I had with the Pan Africans. I
see now, yeah.
So then you will see the Pope came down and he said directly, that Christ, is a black man. Christ is a black man. And he is one of our people. And if you shown us all this Yeshua, la la la, brother, you bringing my people into trouble. Because today we have an army of spiritual people. All prophets, all real prophets, they left something. A prophet do not need money. He don't do it for fame. He don't do it for himself. He do it because he is Christ. Because Christ is in him. That's why a prophet goes. A prophet don't want to work for the Most High. A prophet don't want to do anything for the Most High. But he must do it. Because Christ was always someone, like Adam was saying, I don't think so. And no one like a prophet. Do you like a prophet? Who's outside there loving a prophet? Huh? Even the mother does not understand that this guy is a prophet. The familyhood is not accepting that this guy is a prophet. Even the dogs and the animals fear the prophet. Even the darkness have no power against the prophet because Christ is in him. That's why the most prophets, after doing their missions, they die. Because if the spirit of Christ go out of them, they can no longer live in this world. Because they did so many things. They did so many things that they cannot be here no more. Because they would kill him. That's why the Most High mostly taking the prophets into heaven directly. Or to be a worker, stars, watchmen, worker for the Most High. Angels, like we call them. They come down to do their works. Like he say, a lot of you will not die. Okay? A man, if you go down, then you see him with woolly hairs, red eyes. You can see him in this page. And you can see his followers. You can see what kind of, how many followers he had. And this man,
do you worship him?
No. He never says someone to worship him. He was a prophet. This guy is a prophet. He's not Christ. This man is not Christ.
Did he make a teaching video?
No, brother. These people had a bunch of problems with the white people. Huh?
Did he write a book or something like this?
Yes, I have many books from them in Kikongo. Yeah, these are the books of revelation of the. That's why I told you that I know everything about spiritual healings, spiritual things about I have a relationship with Yah. I have a pact with Yah. You know, I made a pact with Yah. I am like this man. You know. That's why I can talk like this, like I talk. You know, we are the same people. We are suffering the same things. I have the same mission to throw down the Catholic Church, brother. And they know who I am. It is the same thing, like they know who he was. And it's about our hearts. And I will show you another man. Only to show you, if you can show me some people like this, that even the white Satanists wrote a bunch of things about them because they fear them. They had problems against them. This not happened in America. This not happened in Haiti that they was killing each other. This happened in Africa. Prophets came out. They never say they are Christ. But the white people was always telling, hey man, we are not fighting against man. No, this is this guy. He was, brother, read about him and you will understand. Now, I will show you another guy. You can go on.
And he was a prophet. What was his message then about Jesus?
He say, like I say, yes, there was a Christ. Because I cannot tell you more than that. And he was 100% for the Bible. this Simon Toko was more for the Bible than this one here. I will show you another one. This one here was also for the Bible, but he say, it will comes a time we will throw away the Bible. Again, he say, the time will come we will throw away the Bible. He say the Bible is incorrect, like I say. Again, the Bible is incorrect. It's not everything that is inside there is the truth. It's true for my people. Look, I am in Gunza. The Most High sent me, so I can read some things. So give the Bible now to someone who don't know what is inside there. Then you have a lot of Hebrew outside that telling, yeah, Christ was black, Christ was black. Oh, yeah, yeah, shagala, yeah, yeah, shagala. Is this Christ? Is this the thing what he want? Because you gave him the Bible. You giving him something he will never understand. So the Bible is deceiving more people and bringing more people to hell. And he did already bring more people to hell than bringing more people into the life or to the truth. And Christ is the Son God, is the guy that the Constantine and all those people took and put him there as our savior. He is Satan. He is Zeus. He is Jupiter. That is the animals of him was the dragon and the what is that? Stier. What is Stier of English?
The bestia.
Yeah. So this is the sun god, Thor, that we are worshiping. We worship the devil. Always, if we go Sundays, even Saturdays, everything what we do, if we don't know who we are worshiping, we are never raising up. Like I told you before, if we would worship one day, only one day, all churches in heart and righteousness, the real Son of Man, or the real Creator, the real Creator will say, yes, here, take. But why we are not taking directly? But if we go to sorcery, they taking directly, they can taking it from the dark. Boom! They're taking it from the dark. Again, boom! I was there, I was seeing those things. Nobody can deny it. If we would had now here sorcerers, they would say, yes, you are worshiping the devil. You know, the sorcerer will say Christ is the devil. Do you want to give me, to show you movies where you can see Catholic churches showing us Christ? Why the Catholic Church is worshiping Christ still today like crazy? Why all the so-called Jewish people say, yeah, Christ is good, Christ, yeah, Jesus hand? Because white man will never give you, he will never tell you who you are. Christ, you are Christ, brother. You are Christ. They see you in the streets and they know you are Jesus, brother. Jesus is not a human. Jesus is not one man. Okay? Jesus was never one man. That's why the prophets never talk like, I am Christ. They was asking Christ, who are you? Let me take now my Bible to finish you off. All this was like la 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 la. Now I take in my Bible to showing you that you never can tell me who Christ is. And if you can tell me today who Christ is, like you say, issue, yeah, I will follow your issue. And if this issue 1 week ago don't give me my things like I want, your issue is a false issue. Okay? Because my fathers teach me, if you go to how can I say? If you go to where the peoples die, if you go and say, hey, forefathers, I want to get today I want to catch many rats. I want to catch many cats. I want to reach many. I want to find many diamonds. You know, brother, only because you say that, you take him some water, because my spiritual power is water. Yeah, you give them some water, you throw some water there, like you like to make the flowers. Brother, 3 days ago I will find the diamond. Nothing will happen to me. 3 days after that I will find the diamond. Do you think it's a lie? But no one of us doing those kinds of things no more. And the people who doing those things, they're doing this in darkness. They do voodoo. They're doing that, but they know these rituals. But we bow down. Oh, Jesus, okay. Yeshua, la, yashagala, Allah, maya, ayawa. Then the others speaking in tongues. Brother, a lie. A lie. Now, I will take in the Bible and you can read the biography of this guy here. The name of him is Kimbangu.
Okay.
Yeah. Read his biography. Nothing about the Kimbangu Church. Kimbangu Church is nothing. The biography is also, this biography is not the best, because you have to know what he have done, raising people from the death and all those things. It's nothing for him to do those miracles, because he was in him. Yeah. But you can read those small things. But I think Wikipedia will not tell us what he was doing exactly. I will take in the Bible. Can you read it aloud, please?
What?
The biography of Kimbangu. I have sent it to you.
Simon Kimbangu, 12 September 1887, 12 October 19%. A Congolese religious leader venerated by the followers of Kimbanguism, who consider him as a special envoy of Jesus Christ. Kimbangu was born at Nkamba, near Tizivili, in 1887. Son's religious leader and became a Baptist in 1915. Worked at a catechist several years before beginning his own ministry. According to the disciple, Kimbangu cured the sick, raised the dead to live, and his ministry and developed a large
Hallelujah!
following, causing suspicions among the Belgian after his ministry preaching and miraculous healing lasted from April to 1921. Within a short time, he attracted large crowds. According to Dr. Bertram Melbourne, both Protestant and Catholic religious establishments became alarmed and prepared to the colonial authorities, who sought his asset. David van Rensburg, however, indicated that the Belgian Administrator Leon Moret became concerned and invited Catholic and Protestant missions to the meeting in the Tisville. While the Catholics supported vigorous intervention, the Protestants favored the soft approach, as it saw as from a crashing devotion. The hardliners prevailed, and Kimbangu and followers were arrested on 6th of June 1921, but Kimbangu escaped. His ministers continued hiding, but Sumter turned himself. The military court, without benefit of legal representative, found quality, undermining public security, disturbing peace. On the 3rd of October 1920, he was sentenced to death. King Albert commuted with the sentence of life in prison. He was moved to the prison of Elizabeth, where he died on 12 October 1951.
Good.
During the 30 years imprisonment, he continued to regard the spiritual despite being denied contact with the follower. He also became a symbol of Congolese national. Van Rensburg stated that the Kimbangu never committed single act of violence. After a similar period, they tried to suppress the movement. Followers were banished to different parts of the country, and their faith was outlawed. In 1940, the highest ranking exes were placed, guarded work, a campus subject to forced labor, many died. As a result, the church separated in the underground and rich people in the area. Eventually, in 1951, the Kimbangu church were recognized by the Belgian government and could then
This
conduct
is
prayer
okay.
freely.
They took the
Kimbangu church is well established in many countries. When the Kimbangu died, his son Joseph Yanganda
Yeah, these
took over the
liars.
first ministry and
These
told
are
him
liars, brother. These are liars that took now because there are some people, some of his sons. They now making churches. The churches today from these prophets. Yes, the good of them they know the traditional things from the Levites. They know many things that we everybody knows. They need to know. If we know those things that these people knows, brothers, you have Samsung outside there. You have Solomon outside there. You have people that you never saw before in the Bible. People with talent everywhere here around the world. And this is my mission. My mission is to bring the true worshiping of Yah back to earth. To tell them the people who we are, how we can worship Yah, how we can raise them dead. I have now my disciples, and I have the word will be my disciples. I will show them that Christ is inside me and Christ is working. And some of them will be Christs. That we may know one Christ. Yes, we will looking up of this one Christ, but I will not put them in this place like the most people put him, because this is the dangerous thing that we had done. I showed you before that the kings of kings, you could shoot at them. Wikipedia showed us before, brother, that people who had spiritual powers, even Wikipedia, the Lion 666 is telling us, these people could doing things no one can understand. Popes comes out from other countries to come to see those people. Okay? They was fighting those people with everything they had. They burned them like they burned John d'Arc, like they burned them that they could laugh. And everybody, white and black, Chinese, knows that. They know them. They had them in their history. Okay? You can go today to the Jehovah Witness. They will tell you yes. You can go today to Joseph Smith. This guy's there. They will tell you yes. We know Kimbangu. Yes, we know him. You can go to Catholic. Yes, we know him, man. We know him. But your Christ is a liar. Again, your Christ is a liar. We will come to the Sun God soon. But first, I will teach you in the book that you never will know who Christ is. In the Bible, it shows that you or other people, no one of you people know who Christ is. If you would know who Christ is, this would be a lie, because Christ himself never knew that he is Christ. Oh, this is a new history, right? Let me show you that. Now, do you have any question, brother? Before I go on.
I'm listening.
Now, let me do you have the Bible here with you?
I have it, yeah.
Let's jump to the Bible, my brother. Let's jump to the Bible. The first capital is John. Your capital that you like. Sorry, the first John 21 and 22. Can you read that, please?
21.
Yeah, the first John 20. Yes, 21 to 22.
Version chapter 1.
John chapter 1.
And asked him, What then art thou, Elias? And he said, I am not. Art thou the prophet? And he said, No. Then he said unto him, Who art thou? That we might give answer to them that said us, Where sayest thou? And he said, I am the voice of the one crying in the wilderness, Make straight the way of the Lord, as said the prophet Isaiah.
And you know what my mission is? I make straight the way of the Lord. So, now, why this guy? He's a great guy. This was John the Baptist. Why could he not say who he is? He was not even say he's a prophet or something like that. But the people was calling him prophet. Okay? But he could not say who he is. But why you asking someone, who are you? If you know the things of the Levites, the truth about them. What is the truth? You are a human, but inside you is someone else. Who are you? Who represents you? Even in the even the Satanists, again, I have always to go back to the Satanists. Or let's go to Islam. You want to convert to Islam? What will happen? They will give you an Islamic name after their demons. They will say you are Isa. No, you are Muhammad. No, you are Jibreel. No, you are, what was his name? The slave's name for this guy there. Yeah. They have many names. The same thing that Satanists do. If you were converting to some Illuminati groups, some singers like Beyonce, they will say, yeah, inside me is this and this. Inside me is there. And these demons is not inside there are not the same demons that are inside Keanu Reeves. These inside demons that are inside the Keanu Reeves are not the same demons Donald Trump has. These demons are the representatives of them. They are those things. A footballer is not playing football because he's playing football. The demon or the angel inside him is playing this football. And if you don't know who you are and you say Christ is someone else, this means you don't know who you are. The same thing like they asking him here now. Who are you, man? They ask him, who are you? And he was like, yeah, I am someone. Now, let's go on. Go to John again. Brother, are you there?
I'm here.
Excuse me, yeah, that I'm so emotional, yeah. But yeah. Are you there?
I'm here.
So can you go to John again?
Yeah, I'm John.
16.
Yeah. Wait, what verse?
Go to first start with 22. No, 23.
And very I say, ask me nothing. Very I say unto you, whosoever you shall ask the Father in my name, he will give it to you.
So, why we don't get anything? Or do you? Do you get everything that you want, like the Satanists do? Because something's wrong there. And I will show you that we don't have him already because we don't know who he is. Now, go to 32.
Okay. Behold, he that cometh, ye that is now come, that ye shall be scattered every man on his own, and ye shall leave me alone. And yet I am not alone, because the Father is with me.
Thank you. This means he was someone, he was believing that the Father is him. So he is representing the Father. It's like me, I cannot believe that Christ is in me. I have to believe that I representative of the Father. The Father sent me. If I say Christ is the one who is I'm a follower of Christ, this means I don't know who I'm following because you don't know who Christ is. But if you directly say, I follow the Father, this means the Father showed you something. He showed you and gave you already something. Now, I want to show you the biggest truth about Christ. Now, go to Matthew 16 and 14. Matthew 16 and 14.
16 and 14 or 40?
14.
14.
Yes.
And they said, some say that thou art John the Baptist, some say Elias, and others Jeremiah, or the prophet. And he said unto them, but whom say ye that I am? And Simon Peter answered and said, thou art the Christ, the Son of the living God.
Thank you.
And Jesus said unto him, blessed art thou, Simon Barnabas, for flesh and blood hath not revealed it unto thee, but my Father which is in heaven.
Thank you. So only the Spirit.
What Christ means anointed.
Yes. So only the Spirit can tell you who is. Yeah. So this is the problem that we have. Always, if we say Christ, really, do we know that Christ told us, that you people have to do His work? Do we know that Christ told us that we are Christ? Let me show you that now. Really, go to Isaiah 49, 1 to 6.
Isaiah?
49, 1 to 6. Isaiah 49, 1 to 6.
Listen, O earth, unto me, hearken, my people, from far. The Most High has called me from the womb. From the bowels of my mother hath he made me mention of my name. And he has made my mouth like a sharp sword. In the shadow of his hand he hid me, and he made me polish shaft. In the quiver hath he hid me. And he said unto me, thou art servant of Israel, in whom I will be glorified. Then he said, I have labored in vain, I have spent my strength for naught. And in vain, yet surely my judgment is with the Lord, and my work is with my God.
He said, I told you to bring of Jacob and all kind of other nations into the kingdom. But this Christ that we are talking to, he only brought, his mission was to bring of the children of Israel into the kingdom. Only. So, this Christ right here that we are talking to, that will come from that Christ here, that is spiritually, the spiritual Christ, that it says he has to bring of Israel, and he is a light for the Gentiles, and he has to go out of the world to bring salvation to all the people, like it is written in John 3:16. Brother, where is he? If Christ died, who will bring all those people back to the kingdom? Do you think that Christ will come down from heaven to do those things?
It's the Spirit.
Thank you. Now, what means that Christ is alive, brother? Christ is alive.
Yes.
Thank you. So why you are worshiping a Christ that is deaf? Did he not tell you? Did
Did
he not tell you that he don't like the people the one who's deaf, he's deaf, he cannot do anything no more?
You don't understand.
Now wait, one more verse. Yes.
I do not worship the one that is dead. I worship the resurrection and the life.
Mm-hmm.
Because it said, I am the resurrection and the life.
Thank you. Give me 5 minutes more.
So I don't know. You are talking about the Christian. They worship the Jesus on the cross. You're saying?
I say like I told you before.
I mean, I'm not doing something wrong now if I worship the living Jesus. When I see him, because the way I understand Jesus is omnipresent. He's spirit.
He is in spirit inside the humans. And another thing is he is a spirit, a particular spirit inside some prophets.
That's what I'm saying.
And he is not one person that if you say to my people or anyone say, any pastor, yeah, Jesus on the cross, he died, la la la.
I never see Jesus on the cross.
This is the death. This is a Catholic Church man-made Christ.
Okay, I can now understand what you are saying. You believe in Jesus, the Spirit.
Yes.
That's what I also believe. I mean, I don't know what's. I mean, there's nothing contradicting them. We're saying the same thing.
Yes. No. He say in Matthew 16 and 28, only to tell you what is, no? Verily I saw unto you, there be some standing here which shall not taste of the death, till they see the Son of Man coming in his kingdom. They have to work. Huh? You think you can go after that? If you really are God sent Son of Man, because there are a lot of Son of Mans. You have to work. You have to work. It's a fight outside there. The fight of spirits is going on there.
That is talking about immortality.
Now, one verse more. Are you there, brother?
Yes.
Give me Matthew chapter 22 and 29 first.
Jesus answered and said unto them, Ye do err, not knowing the scripture nor the power of God. That means you're not with the spirit, you're just in the flesh.
Yes.
For in the resurrection, there's neither Mary nor that. Okay, verse 29 is saying there's no flesh. You have to be in spirit.
Yes.
To read it spiritually.
Now, give me 41 to 46. The same chapter.
But the Pharisees were gathered together. Jesus asked them, saying, What think ye of Christ? Whose son is he? They said unto him, The son of David. He said unto them, How then does David the Spirit in the Spirit call him Lord, saying, The Lord said unto the Lord, and the Lord said unto my Lord, Sit thou not in my right hand till I make thine enemies thy footstool.
Can you give me an answer?
For that?
Yes.
It's called the emanation. The emanation of the Most High. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
This is before the Most High can relate with you, he has to manifest into a lower form of energy. If he did come, like I said before, the world will vanish in an infinite of a seconds. You won't even know that you exist, or you don't even know that what happened so fast. You don't even know that you have pain. You will not even feel the pain that fast, because it's millions times faster than the speed of light. That's what he's saying.
Okay. So
Understand?
So he want only to tell those people, no one can know who he is if you don't see it in the spirit. Yeah?
Oh, but I'm gonna show you something. Can I show you something in the Bible?
Yes, you can.
Now, I'm gonna prove to you very solidly in the Bible. Okay.
You want
Go
to
to
show me that
Hosea.
he is the Most High, right?
Exactly. Hosea chapter 2, verse 16. Now, I want to say something, okay? I never see Jesus on the cross, okay?
Because you will not do it, brother.
Huh?
Because he was never on the cross. He was on the tree like every other slave too, brother.
Yes, I never see him on the cross or something like that. What I see him is, what I have been revealed is that the entire universe lives in Jesus. You understand? And that he can, which I'm going to explain to you, he can emanate and be in your body. Let me tell you a story, okay?
Go on, bro.
I was working at lava work, you know? And you know when you have the boxes?
Yes.
Yeah. And the boxes were supposed to, I was distracted, something, you know? The boxes were very high. They were like 5 or 10 meters high, you know? And I looked so to the right, you know? And I didn't see that the boxes are about to fall on me, you know?
Okay.
Guess what happened? A spiritual hand came out of my body holding the box. Not
Okay.
to fall on me. Although the box was very almost falling on me, you know, but he held it. I was distracted by something else. When I saw a hand, and it was not my own hand, I saw a hand out of my body coming out, holding it. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
And then I turned and I quickly took it over and pushed it back.
Nice.
So what I'm saying is, this is what we call emanation. You see, we have to be very careful in the words we choose to speak, you know? A lot of words we have confused also in Ifa. It's supposed to be some words called emanation. There's a difference between creation and emanation. You understand what I'm saying? So when we're going to read Hosea chapter 2, listen what it says. And it shall be in that day, saith, who said that? Okay. In the Hebrew, it says, it said in the day that the Lord, which is yah-we, the tetragrammaton, you shall call me, okay, issue, okay? You understand?
So you call me Jesus, alright?
He's saying, and already in the Old Testament, you shall call me issue. Okay?
The problem in this verse is we have this verse. This is our language, and it shall call you should and it shall be at the day, saith the Lord, that you shall call me um we say ishi is like mwasi, woman, and shall call me no more man. Bali is like mubali, men. Ishi comes from Osiris, the woman, or Isis, woman. I will show you a picture to that. I have this all here. It's not easy. Yeah. Even the Hebrew today, I have always to laugh because I have proven to you easily that the Hebrew today is what is this Hebrew against our language? I have to laugh. But even
Well,
though
Yoruba Hebrew is issue. Our Hebrew is issue.
Yes.
So, I mean, when I read it in Yoruba Hebrew, it's issue.
1 second. So the other problem was because you wanted only to know why I say we have to be very careful with Jesus and stuff. Yeah, that worshiping directly to the Most High and believing in Christ is okay, but not giving our heart to Christ because it's very,
listen.
it's very
I
dangerous.
call the name of the Most High, the Tetragrammaton. Always, I call him Father. I call him everything.
Yes.
You understand what I'm saying? I call him you are the Jesus. That's what I call him. You understand?
Okay.
It's not that I pray to Jesus. No, like a separate man. No, I see it as one. You understand?
Okay, I get it.
Many Christians, they see like Father on one chair and Son on another chair. You understand?
So you go out of the believings of the teaching from John 1.
Why?
John chapter 1. The Christ was before the world. Christ were there and all those things, and the Spirit were there. So all them are one, or what?
All are one. Yes. I'll explain to you. Okay. Let me explain to you. Because I didn't understand you, but we are saying the same thing, or not, right?
I know we're saying the same thing, but I think you understand what I say with Christ, right?
Yeah, I'm trying to. What you're saying, they worship the cross Christ,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
The Christ on the cross.
Yes.
Not the resurrection Christ, the one who has no beginning, no ending.
Yes, they do not represent in their own power that is inside them. They worship
inside them. They
yes.
like a separate.
Yes.
They see it as a separate outside thing, not they are within it.
Yes, they worship somebody who's dead, who we don't have all the.
Okay. Now I'll explain
how can
to
I
you.
say? Go on, bro. I'm searching for something.
I think that means okay. I mean, we are saying the same thing then. It says, "In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God." Okay. Right. Now, the word here, God, is Elohim. What they say, Elohim. Now, if I were to take Yoruba Hebrew, is Oluwayomi. Okay, we pronounce Oluwayomi. Okay.
Go on, bro.
But we are going to use, but we are going to use the Archaic Hebrew. Okay, the word is Alahayim. Okay, I'm using the Archaic Hebrew. Okay, the foreign language has changed because we have different dialects. Okay. So that we not get confused, okay? The word Alahayam means power beings, okay? Remember I told you yesterday, right?
Mm-hmm.
In Genesis chapter 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, it says Alahayam created heaven and earth. Emma, power beings, okay? Plural, okay? Verse 11, verse 12. There's not the tetragrammaton yet. It's always gonna say. Verse 11, 14. So the entire chapter, okay, of even when he created human beings to the sixth day, to the chapter 1, verse 30, down. The entire chapter 1, it says, Alahayam created heaven and earth. Okay? You understand?
Go on, bro.
When you're going further, chapter 2, verse 1, it says Alahayim also. Okay? You understand? And it continues like that. Okay, that Alahayim created the Garden of Eden and he made it the ground, you know? And it went on and on and on and on. Okay? Now, when you are going to, I'm going to show you. Okay, I'm going to show you something. At the end, at a certain end, I want to show you, he's saying the tetragrammaton. Okay. Wait. Okay, yeah. Verse 4. Genesis chapter 2, verse 4. So it says the Most High, Alahayim, blessed everything. Nah? On Genesis chapter 2, verse 4, that's the first time you're going to get the tetragrammaton, which is said, these are the generation of the heavens and the earth, which they were created in that day. Then they said, the Lord God, they said, Yod-He-Waw-He, Alahayim, the tetragrammaton, Alahayim created the heavens and the earth. So it's now repeating that everything he has finished after the seventh day, okay? In Genesis chapter 2, verse 4, that everything before Genesis chapter 2, verse 4, from Genesis chapter 2, verse 3 to Genesis chapter 1, where it says Alahayim, power beings, means plural, who created it? It says, he said, Yod-He-Waw-He, Alahayim.
Can I stop you for a second? I have sent you the verse that you was giving me before, Hosea 2, chapter 16 and 17. It means it's about marriage with the Most High. Moasi, Osiris, and Mubali. Yeah. Only to show you the last verse that I have it here, what it means exactly. It's about marriage. He's talking about our marriage with him. Okay?
Yes, it's talking about marriage.
So, only to tell you, you say easy because of Christ, yeah? Okay, but, okay, go on. I have sent you already the picture.
Yeah, I understand. But I'm just for Genesis chapter 2.
Yes. Go on, I'm listening.
Genesis chapter 2, verse 4.
I'm listening.
Okay. He's saying here, okay, you understand what I'm saying? That the Alahayim that is all over is Yod-He-Waw-He at the end. Called Yod-He-Waw-He Alahayim. You understand? Because Yod-He-Waw-He is an entity, one body energy that contains all the energies. Do you understand? And it can emanate in different forms. Do you understand? So when you read John chapter 1, verse 1, it says, in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. You know, the same was in the beginning. He's talking about the Messiah issue, okay? Saying he's an emanation of that. Do you understand?
Yes.
That's all. That means he's omnipresent. I'm not talking about the one on the cross, like the interview.
So this means, brother, let me break it down for you what you mean, yeah? And the thing that you say, I cannot deny it, because this is what the scriptures say. But I told you there were some prophets. They were wise. There's the wisdom of Yah, and they say this book, it will come today. You will take in the book and drop it into fire. So I don't want to say the book is false, because the book is there for our remembrance. The thing that I want to say is, if the white people would not come to Mani Congo, Zaire, yeah, to Angola, to all those areas, Israel, with the book and a gun in their left hand, they could never reach Israel. And this is we can read now Jude 5, only to show you that I want my people to have Trennung. Was heißt nochmal Trennung?
Separation.
To separate. They have to know how to separate, the slavery Jesus or issue and the true one.
Well, they will never call it issue.
But the problem is, it's not about the name. It's not about the name of him. It's about who he is. The problem is inside him. Inside him. The teaching of him, the history of him is false. That's why I showed you those prophets. The history of Christ, a lot of things are man-made. And we are going to Constantine. But before that, we go to Jude 5. We're going to Jude 5 now. Only to show you, brother, that a lot of our people how can you deceive people who are spiritual, they can fly? How can you, brother, I went into Africa to do in agriculture, brother. They say here in these areas, you can see white people coming over here. White people building this bridge right here, he died.
I can also fly. I don't know what's wrong. I fly many times.
So he said white people build this bridge here, he died. The other one was building this street right there, they died. Because it's holy. There are some holy places you need gunzas, you need the prophets to show you here, lions, keep cool, let these people pass. Bears, keep cool, let these people in. Hey, wood, be calm. Let's worship first and say some ritual names and ritual things so that the woods let us pass. This is Israel. Okay? But today, we see white people coming into our kingdom and they could do with us like they want. But how can those people do like they want with angels? How can you fight angels? How can you fight in people? I told you, I was there. These people, before I came to making agriculture, they say, we knew you come. Heart. They say, we knew you are coming. Now, let's go to Jude 5. Are you there, brother?
Mm-hmm.
Can you go to Jude 5?
Yes.
Only to give you another map also of the Kingdom of Congo, right? I will send it to you now. Jude 5, please.
I'm looking for it. Joel.
Not Joel.
Jude is New Testament, man. So.
Jude is Apocrypha.
Yeah, I only have Jude 1.
Huh?
I don't have Jude 5.
Oh, is Jude 1 or Jude 5? Let me check. I think it's Jude 5.
5 or what?
Jude 5 in the Apocrypha, brother. I think. Let me check.
Apocrypha.
Apocrypha.
So I have to go. I don't have it. Send me the online read it for it. I don't have it right now here.
Let me check 1 second. Wait, it's my website.
So you're just saying that what annoys you is the Jesus on the cross that they always look at.
Brother, they could only kill us to bring us someone who they say that he's ours, but he is not. And it was not because of his color. It was because of his history. It was because of him. Brother, I don't know where I can start. Before I show you Jude 5, I will show you another thing. Let's go to...
You are saying the Jesus on the cross.
Yeah, but I say not only the Jesus, the history, everything behind the Christ, we have to be careful with. Christ, is not someone that we have to put up Christ and talking on his name like he's jumping around. Let me show you that first. Let us go to Deuteronomy. Let us go to Deuteronomy first. Before I go to Jude 5 and tell you and show you the history, what happened with us, how they could entering to our kingdoms. Before that, I will show you where is the Bible. Did I open it? No, I'm here. Did I send you the Congo Kingdom, right? Did you see that?
Wait, I was going to Deuteronomy.
Yeah. Go also to Deuteronomy. Deuteronomy. Wait a second. Yes. Go to Deuteronomy 32 and 7 first. Start by 7.
Yeah. But thou shalt not in any wise let them down go and take the young to thee, that it may be well with thee, and that thou mayest prolong thy days.
32 7.
Where?
Deuteronomy
52?
32.
32, 7. Remember the days of old and consider the years of many generations. Ask thy father, and he will show thee the elders, and they will tell thee.
Ask who? The fathers and the elders.
And he will show thee.
So, how I will trust on the white man if he come with some books and tell, yeah, here, this is Christ, we don't know this man. Because of this Christ, our power is taken. My kings bow down and getting baptized from Christians. The Christians say they are from Christ followers. Black or white Christians, they can say black or white Christ is Christ. If they say Christ, this means it's the same guy as we do. If he's black or white, it's Christ. Christ is the power that we worship today. Even in the ancient times where slavery, we was worshiping this Christ because the slave masters was showing us a new God, and it was Christ, Christianity. If we are Hebrew Israelites, this means we come from the Christians. This means we are followers of Christ. Where is the Christ? His power. If we ask the elders, we can go to Yoruba, we can go to Igbo, we can go everywhere else. They say they had the powers from the Most High. They took the powers from the natural powers, from the animals, from the fire, from the water, from the wind, from the earth. This is our power in the spirit. Or they had powers in some stones, woods, or everywhere else. But to believe in this man that is not, this was the fall of my people. To show you that, go in the same chapter. Go to the verse 17, please. Verse 17. It's better to say Kimbangu or Simon Toko Butapadi to a prophet that I know he was there, brother, help me, than to say to Christ, if I don't know the background of him, help me. Because we are saying now, more than 500 years, Christ helped us, but he did not. Because Christ still now did not reveal himself. That's why I was always saying, do you know me? Do you know who I am? Who I am? If he is Yah,
devils, not to God. To God.
One second. If he is Yah, we should not give the prayers to Christ. We should not even think of him. We should go directly, because he died for us, directly to Most High. Because he have broken the seals. Now we can directly go again to the Most High because of him. But if we took, like everywhere you say, Jesus, in the name of Jesus, in the name of Jesus, Jesus this, it's Jesus that boy. Jesus is Satan, brother. And I will prove it to you easily. Go now to 17. Now you can read it.
The sacrifice unto devils, not to God, to gods whom they knew not, the new gods that came newly up when your fathers feared not.
Ooh, who came new? Who came new? Jesus came new. Who came new? Islam came new. Huh? Who came new? Buddhism came new. Because if I go now, you can go pack your things, go to Yoruba, ask them, how was we worshiping? And we had in the third part of this...
and you're confusing me again.
Yeah. We have in the first part of this conversation, we were reading how our people was worship. What they was worshiping to. They never was worshiping to Christ. They was worshiping to Tata Nzambe Mpungu, to Lendo. Was it not like that? Was it not like that? So how can that be? No, really. How can that be? Because the power that they put inside Christ, I will show you soon the power that what man put inside Christ. I will show you that soon. That if you get baptized in the name of Christ, what kind of power will be taken from you? But if a prophet comes and give you a spiritual baptize, then we will see what kind of power you will get. It's like Elijah before his it's like Elijah before his death. They asked him. I want who was coming to replace him, Elijah or some. It was like the same name. He said, "I want the double of you. I want the double of your power." Then you took his
2 verse 6 says, I have said, ye are gods, you are the sons
yes.
of the
Then you take his garment or what and give it to him the power. They gave him the power. So where is the power? Hey, let's go. Let's pack our things. Let's go to any church and let's go if power is there. Show me the power of Christ. Show me the power of Solomon. Show me the gifts. Show me the gifts. Let's go to the churches here in Europe, everywhere. In Africa. Why these people don't have our powers? Because of Jesus the Christ. Because there is no one who crush us. There is no one who crush us. It's only him. Because
let me ask you something. According to history we read in Congo, you know, some of them did idol worship, right?
of course.
Okay. But we don't know how much percentage. How do you know that when they came, that many of them made worship idols? If they worship idols, okay, and they broke the laws of the commandment, did not really follow it. You know what I'm saying? Okay.
They made of Yah.
Then why is it that
a wood god or something like that.
why is it that could it not be that now they came Christianity and it's followed the Christian theology on forgetting the laws and sexual commandment that they don't have power? Could it not be that way? Instead of giving the Jesus the fault?
Brother.
That's more logical.
Brother. Herod, Constantine, all these people, yeah, they were not dumb. They went down to Africa to destroy the Israelites, brother. If you want to destroy the Israelites, brother, first can you read 21? Then we go to Jude 5. Jude 5 will give you the answer to that question that you had.
I already read it. You said
21.
Yeah, I read it already.
Okay, then I will give you now the new tab of Judith, because I have it here, then we go into the sun worship. What means why Christ? Why we have to be very careful. Uh, then we'll find the last verse that shows us that Christ Himself say, only in the last time people will know who He is. So, first I give you Jude 5. Wait, where are you? um, Here, I send it to you so you can read this story. It's not long, and I will search for. I will search for the thing with Constantine that shows us the sun god inside Christ, the Jupiter.
Then was I declared the Hophanas, the chief of the captain of the army, Asher, that the children of Israel had prepared for war, and struck the place of the hill of the country. Let me read it like this, so that what is exactly do you want me to? What verse exactly?
You can read. It's not long, brother. You can read it, bro. It's not long. The history is not long. The story.
Okay. Wherewith he was very angry, he called the prince Moab and the captain Ammon and the governors of the sea coast, and he said unto them, tell me now, O ye sons of Canaan, who this people is, it dwelleth the hill country, and what are the cities that they inhabited, what is the multitude of their army? Wherein is thy power and thy strength, and what king set over them, and the captain of thy army? And why art thou determined not to come and meet me, more than all the inhabitants of the west? Then said Achor, the capital of Ammon, let thy Lord now hear the word from thy mouth for thy servant, and I declare unto thee the truth concerning the people which dwelleth near thee, inhabited the hill of the countries, and they shall not lie or come out of thy mouth of thy servant. The people descended of the Chaldeans, they sojourned there unto the Mesopotamia. They would not follow the gods of their fathers which were in the land of Chaldeans, for they left the way of their ancestors and worshipped the gods of the heaven, the God whom they knew.
The stars, okay? They started to worship in things that they never knew, okay? And Christ is the sun god, okay? Okay, go on.
So they cast them out on the face of the gods, and they fled to Mesopotamia and sojourned there many days. Then their commandment of the depart of the place where they sojourned and go in the land of Canaan, where they dwelled, were increased with gold and silver, with very much cattle, which is a promise covered all the land of Canaan. They went down into Egypt and sojourned there, while they were nourished and became the great multitude, so that one could not number their nations.
Okay? The kings, they build up kings, okay? Kingdoms, okay? Go on.
Therefore the king of Egypt rose up against them and dealt subtlety with them and brought them low with labyrinth and break and made them slaves. They cried unto their God and smote all the land of Egypt, incurable plague to the Egyptian customs.
Now, you can go to the Egypt world still today, West African customs, West African who like Jacob, Joseph, all those people who was high technology, who brought technology, maths, and all those things there. In Egypt today, we have Egyptians here in Germany. We can ask them. They will tell you, yes, you was the people. We can ask the Somalis. We can.
What has that to do? I mean, I don't see nothing.
Go on. Then you will see. Go on, brother. So go on, bro.
The land of Amorites and destroyed by their strength, the Ezebon and passing over the Jordan, they possessed at the hill of the country. And they cast before them the Canaanite, the Perizzite, the Jebus, the city, and all the Jebusites, and dwelt in the country many days. And they sinned before God, they prospered, because the God of Satan iniquity with them. But they departed from the way which appointed them. They were destroyed in many battles. very sore, were led captive in the land not theirs, and temple of the god was cast to the ground, and the cities were taken by the enemies. But now they are returned to their God, and they come upon the places where they were scattered and have possessed Jerusalem.
So we was worshiping Tata Nzambe like it was before. We was living normal there. So we left Israel. Go on. Go on. Now the dragon is coming.
Now therefore, my Lord and Governor, if there be any error against the people, they sin against the God, as consider this, it shall be to ruin, and let us go, that we shall overcome them. But there be no iniquity in the nation, let my people not pass by, lest the Lord defend them, and the God be for them, and we become an reproach before the world. And when Angkor had finished this saying, all the people standing around, about 10 Mormon and the sheep on the Holofernes, and all dwelt in the sea slide, more spake to them and should kill them.
Now, the nations prepare themselves. The nations prepare themselves to come into us, yeah, because they want to know how they can break the spirituality of the Ngunzas, of the angel nation, of us, because you cannot break us. You cannot break us. How do you want to break people that are like gods? Because to be like Christ is like you are a god. You cannot fight me if I don't want you to fight me, because you cannot, because your power is not enough. This is the point that we are reading here. So Christ is coming to breaking us up.
I was trying to say that the people said they were too powerful, they couldn't beat them. And
read, then you see how they broke us. You can see how they broke us. They broke us because they brought us the Bible. They brought us Christ. They didn't brought us things Buddha. It was not Ishmael that broke us. We knew who was Ishmael. We knew him. We knew who was Buddha. But no one of us knew who was Christ. Still today, nobody of us know who he is. We only can see him in spirits and all those things. But he will say clearly, you are Christ. So if you worship in this devil on the cross, if you do you believe, yeah, the Bible, Jesus was here, he died for us, and lie. That's why my people, they're getting lack of knowledge. It's like you're a slave. You can go on and read Jude 5, how they broke us. They come to bring us a God that you think it will be yours, but it is not. Because if we call the angels, if we call himself the Most High, he will say, the most of us are worshiping idol. Even the Hebrews, even the people in churches, because he's so powerful. This is the last image. Yeah, this is the last, not only the image, the last guy that will comes, to the earth and show himself, it's me. It's always the same guy. So to come out of this guy, we should do what? What do you think? Huh? The Bible is saying us what we should do, brother.
I don't understand, to be honest.
Now, I want to show you that.
I don't understand you, because once you say you believe in Jesus, then you say you don't believe in Jesus.
I don't say I don't believe in Jesus. I say it's very dangerous. It's very dangerous. Again, I say it's very dangerous to show my people, because they knew Christ, this Christ from the Bible. They knew him now more than 500 years long. And he's not helping them. This means this is not Jesus. Oh, man.
I don't understand, because I have different experience. I was flying and many different things.
You can fly like you want, brother. This will not help my people out of bondage, brother.
I mean, when you say from powers, I do have powers. What are you talking about?
Yeah, this will not help my people out from bondage. Yeah,
I don't know what you are saying exactly.
yeah.
I understood you don't want them to look at the dead Jesus on the cross.
Brother, they have to look on the Most High like they was doing that before.
That is
There
what I'm
is
saying.
if Christ did his mission, he did his mission and good bye. Okay? After him, a lot of Christ came. Good bye.
But that's what I'm
Okay? Thank
saying.
you. This is it. But if our people,
Jesus,
always,
listen,
again,
hello,
if you go to a pastor or something like that, and he starts, Jesus, he's a liar. If the pastor says, build a house, this is the construction. Now, let me show you what we have to do. Now, maybe you will understand why I am so against
can I say something?
this teaching of Christ. Yeah, of this teaching
Hello?
that people always say, Jesus, if he is not.
Hello?
You can say yes.
Hello?
You can start, bro. Do you know listening?
Hello?
Hello, are you not there? Oh, he's not no more connected. Hello?
Hello?
Let me write. Connection failed. Ah, okay. I understand. Wait 1 second. Hello? Crazy. Okay, bro, you are back?
Hello?
Yes, hello.
What I'm saying is, look, my understanding, I will repeat again, okay, is power beings, Alahayam, from chapter 1 to chapter 2. From chapter 2, verse 4, he revealed that is Yod-He-Waw-He, this power being, okay? That power being, all creation lives in him. And he can come as spirit. If you look in Exodus, you find out he came in and sometimes as a physical body form, as giants. Okay? And that same spirit can emanate, this is an emanation. With this emanation is the sun. It's just an energy form. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
It's, you can say issue. On that issue came later on in flesh because he already promised long ago that he's gonna come. So Adam, okay, he's gonna come with the flesh. Now he's on the cross. He died so that we can have more power. That's all. And he's come back to his original state. And he's still the same, like in the Old Testament, that issue in the New Testament said, follow the laws. Like in the Old Testament, just said the old thing. Just back to the old thing. So for me, the old thing is to worship the Most High, which is the Tetragrammaton Elohim, which is also Eshu.
Okay, bro.
Do you understand?
I'm listening.
So for me, it's clear. I don't look at the cross. Okay, people say I see the cross, but I don't see the cross I work actually with the spirit. In fact,
Why you don't want to understand that you can worship directly to the Most High? Why should we put always Christ in the middle if Christ himself says here, yeah, like more often, go back to the ancestors and ask him how to worship me. And the ancestors told us how they was worshiping. Yeah? And I will show you again. I will show you one more time how no, Willie, I will show you one more time what I will show you one more time that if you want to worship Christ, yeah, you don't need Christ. If you want to worship Yah, you don't need Christ in the middle, because He had already done it for us, so that we can worship Yah directly. So if we go to the churches today, and they always say Jesus here and Jesus there, and Jesus there and Jesus there, it's a sun God Jesus. 99.9% is always behind this messages is there is a bad spirit behind it, because our people are worshiping to this kind of Jesus 400 years long. Now
I don't worship what he did.
I don't say to you. I explain you all the time that if we are worshiping Christ and always putting Christ, yeah, like our savior, la 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 la, and don't know that we are the ones, we are lost. I don't say that you.
I don't ever say that, because I believe I have power. I said, greater is he in me than he that is in the world.
Yeah, but I do not talk about you. I do not talk about you. I explain again.
I try to understand. Maybe because I don't understand them the way they think. Maybe I've been thinking from the beginning different as them. You know? I don't know. But what I'm saying is, I'm trying to understand. Ich versuche deinen Knackpunkt zu verstehen. Verstehst du?
Again.
Ich verstehe noch nicht deinen Knackpunkt. Weil ich vielleicht nicht das so sehe. Vielleicht sehe ich das schon lange so wie du, aber ich verstehe nicht, was du meinst mit den anderen, weil ich nicht ihre Köpfe verstehe.
Again, one more time. Now I go into the scriptures, yeah, only to show you, yeah, I want only to show you some things, yeah. Wait a second. Give me 5 minutes. We're going to interesting. We're going to John again.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to John again. Now we're going to John chapter 1, 50 and 51.
Okay.
Christ answered and said unto him, because I said unto thee, I saw thee under the fig tree. Believest thou? Thou shalt see greater things than these. And he says unto him, verily, verily, I say unto you, hereafter ye shall see heaven open, and the angels of Yah ascending and descending upon the Son of Man. Hallelujah.
Okay.
Now, this kind of power that he had here, this kind of angel, ancestors, that come always up and up to him, that comes even in spiritual forms, like reflect forms before him. Yeah, always to giving him messages. Here is this. Here you have to do like this. Here you have to be careful. Here you have to worship more. You know what happened now? He always was with the ancestors.
It says angels.
With the ancestors. We can go on for here. With the ancestors. That's why he always was talking about his ancestors. The angels. The ancestors. same people. It's
But
like
angels are not
it's like he was saying unto the how called
The angels are just messengers.
he is the ancestors also.
I
Their
also don't
ancestors, they're giving you messages. Their ancestors, they will helping you. Their ancestors. Who are our ancestors, brother?
Our ancestors, the Most High.
Our ancestors are Elijah, Solomon, David. This is our ancestors.
Yeah, this is part of Virginia. I don't need
Okay,
to go
thank you. Only to kill everything, only to kill everything right here. So, if the next time you comes to my hood, yeah, next time you comes to my hood, okay, we will do everything that you will understand who are the ancestors. The ancestors coming down to the human bodies to doing their work. That's why he was saying to his disciples, a lot of you will not go to death. They have to work. Angels, stars, ancestors, the same things becoming these angels, they have to work. So this kind of people, you can call them to work for you, to helping you to do many things. They're giving answers. They're helping deceivers away, to taking deceivers away. They're helping you to do everything. Let's go to Genesis 28 and 12. Genesis 28 and 12.
Yeah, read it.
And he dreamed, and behold, a ladder set up on the earth, and top of it reached to heaven. And behold, the angels of Yah ascended and descending on it. Now, there is another verse in the Corinthians, but I will not find, I know. They will tell you again how to worship. If you have in your church, or if you don't have in your tabernacles, or in the places where you work, if you don't have that kind of gifts, that the ancestor or angels coming down to you people and giving you advices how you can do, if if you see your anything is not right, you can get it from the dreams. And if you don't get it in the dreams, this means something is wrong with your worship. Christ. Now let's go back to Christ. Our people, our forefathers, they knew everything. Everything. Still today we worship, yeah, and our forefathers will come down and giving us answers. But no one will tell you, again, no one will tell you the history of Christ like it is written in the Bible. They always will tell you, yes, there was a Christ. There was a Christ. This is it. No one knows who Christ really is, because if you say, like you say, Christ is the Most High, we always praying directly to the Most High. And if, like our people, they say Christ, 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 and putting him in the middle of our story, we have a problem. Because he was the one. They say
Deuteronomy chapter 18, 9 to 12, it says, when thou art come into the land which the Most High gives thee, thou shalt not learn to do according to the abomination of those nations. There shall not be found among you any that maketh his son or his daughter pass through fire, or uses divination, or observer of times, or enchanter, or witch, or a charmer, or consenter with familiar spirit, or a wizard, or a necromancer. For all who do these things are abomination unto the Most High, because this are abomination of the Most High. Thy Most High power has driven out from before thee.
You know, the problem in this verse
is the word necromancer is here, and a necromancer is someone who uses the spirit of the dead.
Of course. But necromancy, to do something like necromancy, brother,
is a practice of magic involving
brother, yes, but hey, I tell you something. If our people would do this kind of magics, because necromancy is also a witchcraft that the ancestors will come and give and tell you this and this is true and this is not true. If our people would do something like that, brother, we will be not suffering. We would not suffer. Some of the things that the people call voodoo on today are normal practices in the Bible. So you want to tell? So that means that Christ was how can I say that Christ was a witchcraft. He was doing witchcraft. He was always dealing with ghosts and angels and all this kind of ancestors. That's why he always was saying, my ancestors, my ancestors. He saw Elijah. He saw Massa.
But it's different. He's the Most High.
No, it's not big. But this is the problem. You never worship the Most High, brother. This is the problem that I always say. How do you want to get to kingdom if you don't know how to worship the Most High? And the Most High that you worship, you say Jesus is Satan, brother. If we would worship if we would worship the real Most High, we will not suffer. We would not suffer. It cannot be, because it's power. It's a power. If you worship a power, the power, you will get it in that moment, brother.
Yes, but what is said? That is it says not one being dead. That you talk to one being dead.
Brother, these people are not dead. These people are spirit.
They are dead.
They are not. It's not like that. These people are spirits.
They are dead.
Brother, again, spirits. These people are spirits and not dead spirits.
Dead spirits.
for you. That's why you can for me, if you would say Jesus is God and stuff, this is a dead spirit. This is a dead spirit. This is the dead spirit that we worship into. That's why that's why we are down. That's why we are here on the bottom. That's why we are here. That's why we are on the bottom, really on the bottom.
He's alive.
Yes.
I don't understand.
Yes. This is it.
Alive.
This is it, brother.
I don't understand why should I go to a dead person?
You don't go to the dead person. The worshiping of Yah, he was sending the messengers. Again, the messengers. And these messengers, these messengers, are our ancestors.
Are you talking about Egungun?
I don't know what this is, brother. These messengers, again, the messengers are our ancestors. This is it.
Are you talking about my DNA?
No, I'm talking about the prophets in the Bible. I'm talking about the ancestors that there was living here. Some of these ancestors are not death. They become spirit, and this spirit, if you worship with your family and all these things, they are always around you, protecting you, giving you food, giving you power, giving you everything. And it has nothing to do with voodoo. This has nothing to do with sorcery. And if you know to worship in this kind of, if you know how to worship like this, you know how Christ was worshiping. And later you will know that Christ is not a man on the cross and we have to worship Christ and all those things.
Well, I'm asking you this question. Do you talk to Moses and with you? Does Moses come to you or something like that?
Brother.
Or Isaiah?
Brother. Of course. Of course you have to talk with the ancestors. They come like spirit, inside your church. They has to be inside your church, inside your temple, inside your house. They are the protectors of the front of your front of your shop. Okay, if you walk down the streets, If you go to war, yeah, your ancestors, Christ, yeah, John, yeah, that was we calling Kangai, okay, Habakuka, okay, I can give you the names of those guys, brother. This is your soldier. These are your people. Yeah. This is the one who's preaching here, brother. Yeah. These people, yeah, who we are, we have to come to protect our people and to do the work. And not the guy that you, yeah, believe into that, yeah, he brother, it's good. A lot of blah blah blah. Yeah. A lot of blah 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 is
I'm trying to
sometimes not good.
understand. So you are saying we shouldn't worship Jesus, but we should worship dead people or
No,
spirit.
this is not. Hey, I showed you everything. Yeah, I showed you everything. Really, me, if I die, I will become a star. I will become a spirit, and I have to work. This means I have to protect. I have to give messages. This is my work. Okay? It's not everybody's work. I don't know how this is really. But our ancestors, if you say, Micaiah, come, help me here in this moment, he will come. He will come. If you are worshiping with some people, if you are alone, you can ask if they are in spirits, they will tell you mediums. Okay? The medium is not a nice word to that. Maybe I will find the last chapter for today because my head.
Okay.
Um,
Are you talking about Egungun?
I don't know what this is, brother.
Egungun.
I don't know. I only can tell you that the sun god Christ, yeah. But you know a lot of the sun god, so um,
Are you talking about Egungun?
I don't know what Ngungu is really.
You know what is Egungun?
No, what is this?
Egungun is maybe you're mixing Egungun with the DNA.
Brother, you thinking you're talking here with the old man, brother. I am very old, brother. I don't have to mix anything.
No, you mix up something maybe.
Yeah. I don't have to mix anything, brother. I showed you many things you cannot understand. Yeah? You cannot understand. Because even the white people, even the Satanists, everybody on the world know these things that I say. But you can never understand. And this is because of this problem. Yeah? Because we are worshiping today Jesus, who is Satan. That's why we are not going forward. This is it. So if we would worship in spirit like it is here, like I want to show you again, maybe I will find it in Act, then you will know that there is a difference. Yeah, there's a difference. What do you think what angel of Antiochus means? Huh? What do you mean what angels of Zardes means?
Maybe I can explain to you something what is ancestor worship. What way I understand ancestor worship. Can I explain to you?
You can explain to me, no problem, bro.
Maybe wir sprechen wir vorbei. Siehst du?
Maybe.
Also, und ich kann dir eine Geschichte mal erzählen, okay?
Yeah, go on in German, in English, please.
Okay. You see this? I'm sending you some pictures.
Mm-hmm.
You see this picture? Let's look at the picture. You see that?
Where's the picture?
You see the picture?
Wait. It's coming. Brother, what is this? That's why I showed you all the prophets, brother. You people are lost.
Look at it, just.
Yeah.
You see this?
Lost. What is this? Huh? Tell me, what is this?
You see that?
Yeah, I can see it, bro.
Okay. This is all, it's called Egungun. You see that's Egungun. And there are different Egungun. Okay? Now, why is Egungun having different body? You see that? You see that? This is Egungun. What do you do ancestor in your language?
Nkaka.
Nkaka. Okay. Maybe it's Nkaka you are worshipping.
No, I worship the Most High, brother.
Okay.
I told you before. But
Look
I don't worship Christ, brother. I worship the Most High directly.
You see, this is Egungun. Look at it. See that? What is Egungun? I will explain to you, okay?
Let us finish soon, bro.
Wait, hold down.
Because
Egungun is when you look in the Wikipedia, and I will give you the real meaning, but I want to help you, out.
brother, you cannot help me because you don't have the wisdom that I have, bro. You don't have.
Maybe we are saying the same thing.
No, you cannot. How do you want to know those things, brother? It's not your fault.
Because I've experienced. Okay? Egungun in the broad sense, the word that refers to altars of Yoruba masquerade or masked costume figures. More specifically, Egungun refers to Yoruba masquerade connected to the ancestor reverence. Yeah? To the ancestors themselves are collective force. The singular form for individual ancestor is Egun. You understand? You understand?
Go on, bro. I'm listening.
Now, there's what we call Ogun. Ogun is iron, metal. Okay? You hear what I said?
Yes.
It means metal smith or matter smith, the one that materializes, that can form the material, okay? Which comes from the Hebrew word kun. Kun, okay? Kun. Kun. That is the name of Cain also. It's also kun or kuyun. Kun, gun. You say gun. That's also the word kung fu in Chinese. Okay? It's the same thing. It's also to do with mounting. Like metal mounting, So Egungun is that from the word Ogun. Now Egungun is the word actually with Q, but we result with G. And it's Ku means a weaving in the highest form, And what Egungun, according to our story, Egungun is a skeleton. You know what a skeleton is?
Of course, I know what a skeleton is.
So when you have a skeleton and he start wearing the clothes, okay? It's the one entity. It's the Most High, okay?
Okay.
And what happens is the clothes, we make a festival of Egungun to represent the different clothing that represent a different history. You see that? These pictures of the different clothing?
Yes, I can see it, bro.
Yes. There are different clothing because it represents history. There's crosses, there are a lot of different things of the past. You can look at the clothing about kings, about everyone, okay? About events, about history. That is Egungun. You know? And this is what you have to understand now. Which I believe I understand what you're saying. And I think you're right. You know, but a little bit adjustment in words and where you refer it to it. You understand what I'm saying?
Let me give you the.
Wait. I'm trying to explain. You can give it to me in a minute. So Egungun is just like yes, it's ancestor, but Egungun is known as a skeleton. So in the stories, it talks about a skeleton that puts on clothes, and it has to do with Ogun, which is talking about the blood, your DNA. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
Your DNA or your blood represents the ion in the blood, ion, metal, okay? Which deals with the electromagnetic energy of your DNA frequency. So what happens, you contain all the things of your generation, okay? Genetic, generation. You have the genes of your forefathers, right? Get it?
Yes.
Good. So this ion in the body, this DNA sequence, are the DNA going back to Adam and Eve and going to the Creator. Understand?
Mm-hmm.
Good. So Egungun is shown as a masquerade, someone who changes form. Okay? And it's dealing with the projection, okay, the eye, the portal in you, called Egungun. Now, you say it's Kaka by you, right? Kaka?
Kaka, like in Hebrew.
Kaka.
Like in Hebrew.
Yeah, you know, it's probably the G is the Q and the K. Now, what you have to understand is this. When you see in the dream your forefathers, okay? Hello?
I'm listening, brother.
You are not seeing directly your forefathers. What you're seeing is Egungun, that is the Most High, projecting your forefathers. Because he cannot speak to you face to face. Because you're not in a heightened state. I give an example. When you go, the cherubims have wings, and the reason they have wings and eyes over their body, that's where the television came from, is to cover the light. And the wings project images. You understand? Do you understand what I'm saying?
Bro, I'm listening. Go on, bro.
The angels protect you from the light of the Most High. You have cherubim in you, you know, which projects the image that you see. It's filtering the image. You understand? So the fact that you're talking to a spirit, okay, you think you're talking to someone, you're not talking to someone, you're talking to the projection of the pictures made by Egungun, which is the Most High, is an energy force of the Most High. You're not talking maybe to Moses or the. I've seen some of the prophets, but I'm not talking to them. I'm talking to the Most High. The Most High can use a prophet image to talk to me. But I know it's not he talking, it's the image is covering itself, is projecting. Do you understand?
I'm listening, brother.
Do you understand what I'm saying? Not listen, do you understand?
Yes, yes, yes. I understand some things that you say, like, yeah, the projection. Yeah, yeah. I understand the projection, like the Most High Himself cannot reveal, but this is not that what I mean, my bro.
Let me give an example. I call on the name of the Most High, okay? And I use the name Egungun to it. First, I call the tetragrammaton, and then I say the name Egungun. You hear what I'm saying? It's a story. And I pray like this to reveal to me the thing. I went into the dream state and I woke up. Okay? When I woke up physically, I saw it was in red clothes. Red clothes. The red Egungun, which is the red one. And I did not know what it meant. I never seen that Egungun. So I researched what is that Egungun I saw. You get what I'm saying? And then I researched that Egungun is the first ancestor, it's the Most High Himself. It represents the blood. Then I dreamed again. Then another time I dreamed again some days later, which is part of it. I went through a portal. Okay? And then I saw the angel of the Most High. You hear me?
Yes, yes, I can hear you, bro.
And the angel of the Most High brought me to a world and he gave me his real name. And he was a black angel. You understand? He gave me the real Hebrew name. You know, what his real name was. Not like Uriel. He gave me with Allah at the end of the word was it. And he showed me a portal. And I went into a portal. You get what I'm saying? Which was like a pillar of fire portal. Through projections of things I went through, of energies, and I was analyzed energetically, I was beamed up. It's the energy of the Most High. So what I'm saying is, the name got used in Kaka because G, K, and Q sometimes are intermingled in language, okay? You hear what I'm saying?
I'm listening, brother.
You are not really talking, you know what I'm saying, to human beings when you dream about the prophet or in a dead spirit or something like that. No, you're not talking. What you're talking to is a projection. Except it's an angel talking to you, you know?
Brother, you're making a long story of it, you know that? Yeah, because the things that you are saying, yeah, I directly understand what you want to say. Yeah, this is almost like necromancy, because if you start worshiping and then something comes out and start to talk to you, yeah, and yeah, if you do some rituals, yeah, then
And it's a ritual.
yeah, yeah, no. But the thing that you say is normal in dreams and all those things. This is a projection of yeah, it's okay. But the thing that I say is not the same as the thing that you say. And the thing that I say you will never understand because it's Levites. It's a Levite thing. How do you want to know? How do you want to know those things? That's why we're shutting down here. Yeah, and I will call. I have to make some callings, brother.
Before you can make some calling.
No. It's a long story. You know, it's a long story.
No, it's we are talking. I'm trying to understand your principle.
You cannot understand
Who said I cannot understand?
because I talked now like many hours and you could not understand anything, bro.
I understand, but I tried. That way I come. The number of any game to come to the. That way I came closer to you.
No, but it's not close. It's not close. You are not close, bro.